Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Stratomatic baseball card and dice. Makes everything nice. Continue with our 1976 Bicentennial Tournament Round 2. Indians get through to Round 2 after they defeat the Detroit Tigers in the best of 3, 2-1. They will now face the Orioles, the number 2 seed in the American League East in 1976. They had a bye along with the Yankees. Yankees will face Milwaukee later on in this tournament. Milwaukee upset the Boston Red Sox. Welcome to Twilight Zone Baseball 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Indians, Orioles, Game 1, best of 3, winner advances. Loser eliminated. First pitch, a.k.a. Stratomatic dice roll, up next. Philip Reynolds, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Philip says, go Indians. So let's quickly go to the starting lineups. The Indians, because they were forced to go 3 games, will go with their number 4 starter, Jackie Brown. Let's take these glasses off as we read this. Jackie Brown, 27 starts, 9 wins, 11 losses, 4.25 ERA. He allowed 14 homers, struck out 104 while walking 55. Big start here for Jackie Brown. Leading off, playing center field, Rick Manning, excellent defender. 292, 6 homers, 43 ribbies, 24 doubles, 7 triples. Batting second, the shortstop, Larvel Blanks, 280, 41 runners knocked in, 5 homers. Batting third, the DH, Rico Cardi, 310, 13 home runs, 34 doubles, while knocking in 83 base runners. The cleanup hitter in left field, George Hendrick, 265, 25 homers, 81 ribbies. Batting fifth, third baseman Buddy Bell, son of Gus, 281, 7 homers, 60 runners knocked in. Batting seventh, doing the catching. Batting sixth, doing the catching. Ray Fosse, 301, 2 homers, 30 ribbies. Batting seventh, first baseman, former Baltimore Oriole. Boy, he'd like revenge against his old club, Boog Powell. 215, 9 home runs, 33 runners knocked in. The right fielder, Charlie Spikes, bats eighth, 237, 3 homers, 11 doubles, 31 runners knocked in. Dwayne Kuiper plays second, bats ninth, 263, 73 homers, 13 doubles. 73. Let's go back to that. Dyslexia is a wonderful thing. 37 runners knocked in, 13 doubles. So that's the Cleveland Indians Game 1, best of 3, Round 2 of the Bicentennial Tournament. Orioles go with their number 1 starter, Jim Palmer. 40 starts in 1976, 2.51 ERA, 22 wins, 13 losses, struck out 159, walked 84, allowed 20 bippity-boppity booms, home runs. Al Bumbry will lead things off playing left field, 251, 15 homers, 15 doubles, 7 triples, 9 home runs, 36 runners knocked in. Had 42 stolen bases, caught 10 times. Batting second, outstanding defensive second baseman, Bobby Grich, 266, 31 doubles, 13 home runs, 54 runners knocked in. Batting third, Reginald Martinez Jackson, coming over from the Oakland A's, 277, 27 dingers, 91 runners knocked in, 27 doubles. Cleanup batter, first baseman Lee May, 25 homers, knocked in over 100, 109 to be exact. To go with those 25 homers, 17 doubles, and yes, 4 triples. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Kenny Singleton. He's a switch hitter, 278, 70 runners knocked in, 13 home runs, 25 doubles in 1976. Doug DeCense will bat sixth, playing third base, 234, 11 homers, 42 runners knocked in, 17 doubles. The shortstop, Mark Belanger, will bat seventh, out of Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 270, a home run, 40 ribbies. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Dave Duncan, 204, 4 home runs, 17 runners knocked in. Invading the press box, the grandson, Wyatt James Painter. Now he's left. Batting ninth, center fielder, below the Mendoza line, Paul Blair, 197 batting average, 3 homers, 16 ribbies, outstanding defender in center. He covers a lot of ground, good arm. So that's the Baltimore Orioles. They had the bye in round 1. So a big opportunity here for the Orioles to sweep the Indians out and go with their 2-3-4 starter against the Yankees. Or who knows, maybe the Brewers will upset the Yankees as they did the Red Sox. So Jim Palmer will be up on the bump. We're playing in Baltimore. Let's get these in order. Kuiper, Spikes, Powell, Fossey, Bell, Hendrick, Cardi, Blanks, Manning. Jim Palmer will be on the bump. Michael Terranova, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well with you. Merry Christmas. There we go. Let's get these in order. Blair. Duncan. Belanger. DeCense. Singleton. May. Reginald Martinez-Jackson. Bobby Grich. Al Bumbry. And Jackie Brown does the pitching for the Indians. So advantage, definitely pitching-wise, goes to the Orioles. They're number 1, Jim Palmer versus the number 4, Jackie Brown of the Indians. Let's put the glasses on. And as Michael Terranova, SOM76, check out and subscribe to his channel. A lot of Stratomatic on that channel. It's absolutely wonderful. Saying good afternoon, Al. Merry Christmas. Philip saying hello to Mike. All right, let's start off here. So Jim Palmer is a right-handed pitcher. Point of weakness check starts in the 9th. Brown, point of weakness check starts in the 6th. Rick Manning leads things off for the Indians. Manning digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Palmer, with that slow deliberate wind-up, the pitch to Rick Manning. Off the Palmer card, 4-5 left-handed batter. So you have a 4-5 popped up right side. Bobby Grich is waiting for it. He'll make the catch, 1 down. Manning is retired. 1 out for the right-hand batting shortstop of the Indians, Larvell Blanks. The Indians fans hoping he won't shoot blanks in this series. Palmer rocks and deals with his slow wind-up to Blanks. Off the Palmer card again, 4-8 right-handed batter, 4-8. LeVar Blanks battles Jim Palmer to a walk. 1 out walk. For Blanks. Blanks is not a threat to steal. They will not hold him on. 1 out, 1 on for the designated hitter, Rico Cardi. For the Indians to have hope, Cardi has to have a big series along with Hendrick, who's on deck. Duncan sets the target. The pitch to Rico Cardi. 4 has gone wild. That's a 4-8 off the, and that we know that's a walk. for 8 back-to-back walks for Jim Palmer. Blanks advances to second. Carty to first. So after getting Manning to pop out to second, Palmer losing a bit of his control there. A little bit too cute for Palmer, trying to nip and tuck the corners. 1 out, 2 on. The morose one, the quiet one. George Hendrick steps to the plate. The left fielder, Scott Pop, digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Duncan wiggles his fingers. Palmer nods his head. The pitch of George Hendrick. Big moment for the Indians here. It's going to go off the Palmer card. 5-6. A 5 and a 6. Oh, my Lord. They might get the Palmer early. So we have a 5 and a 6. It's a trip. They're going to score no matter what. 1 or a 2, it's going to clear the bases with a triple. It is an 11, so it's a single. Advancing from second all the way home as Blanks rounds third, scores. First to third goes the slow-footed Rico Carty. He had a good read on that line shot to left center. Hendricks singles, 1-0 Cleveland. Look at that. The walks, they always say walks come back to haunt you, and quickly they come back to haunt Palmer. Indians looking for an upset here. I'd like to say hello to Nelly, a.k.a. Barbara. Also, hello to Cutter Historical. Check out and subscribe to that channel. Michael Canistari is here. Check out and subscribe to his channel. His channel name is Another Replay Guy. Hooray. Buddy Bell with runners on the corners. 1 out. Duncan goes out to have a quick word with Palmer. Sets the defense for double play depth. Indians trying to strike and strike hard and quickly. The pitch to Buddy Bell from Jim Palmer. Off the Bell card. 2-5. Right-handed pitcher. 2-5. That is a single. Jim Palmer in all kinds of trouble here. These Indians looking to take the scalps and the wings off the Orioles. 2-0. Single 2 stars. So Hendrick goes first to third. Bell has now knocked in a run. That will bring out the pitching coach for the Orioles. First and third once again, 2-0 Cleveland. Ray Fosse. Right-hand batting catcher steps up to the plate. He waits for the meeting to be over. The meeting's over. Palmer has to regroup here. Again, the Orioles looking to play double play depth. First and third, 2-0 Orioles. The inning started off so positively for Palmer as Manning popped out, then walked to Blanks, walked to Carty, single, Hendrick, run scores, single, Bell, run scores, 2-0 Cleveland. Here's the pitch to Ray Fosse trying to keep the conga line going for the Indians. Off the Fosse card, unbelievable, 2-10, it's a single. Right-handed pitcher, 2-10. The Indians' bats are tomahawking Jim Palmer right now. That's a single to center. Hendrick will score from third. Bell will stop at... You're not going to run on Blair. Bell's going to go 90 feet and stop. Now we have runners on first and second. Still only 1 out. 3-0 Indians. The fans here in Baltimore are stunned. They are stunned. Boog Powell, former Oriole. He knows Palmer quite well. Can Powell do damage to his former ball club? Palmer deals to Powell. You get your kicks on Route 66. Left-handed batter, 6-12. 6-12, ground ball back to Palmer. Palmer, defensively, is a 1E14. He fields his position well. That's a 1. He's going to make the play. Had he not been a 1, that would have been a base hit up the middle. So a 1, and it's going to be a double play ball. Let's just double check. Palmer is a 1. Make sure I didn't write that down wrong. I did not. E4 doesn't matter. Scorching line drive. Palmer is able to knock it down, pick it up. So it's going to go Palmer to Belanger to May. Double play, inning over, but damage done. The Indians tomahawk 3 runs to the plate, 3-0 Cleveland. We go to the bottom of the first. How and will the Orioles answer the Cleveland Indians? So Powell, that's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. Cleveland plates 3. Indians in 1976, like I stated, finished 4th, 81 and 78. The Orioles finished 2nd behind the Yankees, 88 and 74. So the Indians continue to hit the ball well in this tournament. And if they can get a win here with their number 4, they'll be extremely happy because Dennis Eckersley goes in the next game. So Jackie Brown has been spotted a 3-0 lead. Cleveland has a pretty good bullpen. And they're up 3-0. They dodged a bullet. Had Palmer not had that good defensive ability with range on the 1, that would have been a single up the middle, scoring probably another run. Orioles down 3-0. They'll send Bumbry, Gritch, Reggie Jackson. If anyone gets on, Lee May. Al Bumbry, left-hand batting center fielder, strides to the batter's box. Jackie Brown on the mound. Looks in at Fosse. The pitch to the Bumblebee, Al Bumbry. You get your kicks on Route 66. That's a 6-12. Left-handed batter. 6-12 is a ground ball to second. Kuiper is a 2E12. That's a 1. Will this sneak by Kuiper? Yes, it does. He makes a diving attempt off his glove into shallow right field. So the Orioles quickly come back. Single by Bumbry. He's a double-A stealer. They're down 3-0. Double A's 1 through 17. Brown has a +2, so that's 1 through 19. I don't do the extra hold. That's the way I play it. If you've watched my channel, I play a version of advanced with a smidget, just the hold part of super advanced, and I don't do the extra hold. You can only go 1 through 19, so you know Bumbry's going. He is safe. Possible throwing error by Duncan, 1 through 5. No throwing error. So Bumbry steals second. Orioles trying to immediately put pressure on the Cleveland Indians and regain control of this baseball game. They trail 3-0 after the uprising by the Indians in the top of the first. Palmer still looking in shock. Earl Weaver glaring at Palmer. So Bumbry, and again, it was a 14. 1 through 5 would have been a throwing error. Gritch does a good job of smothering the ball. Kuiper does a good job of smothering the ball. The throw from Fosse. So Bumbry's at second. Orioles trying to strike back quickly. Bobby Gritch steps back in the batter's box. Bumbry will not attempt to steal third. The pitch from Brown to Bobby Gritch. Off the Jackie Brown card, right-handed batter, 4-6. So a 4-6 is a fly ball to center field. That's deep, but not deep enough. Bumbry holds at second. Gritch flies out to Manning. Orioles would really like to get at least 1 run with Bunbury standing at second. Here's the man who can give them 2 runs, Reginald Martinez-Jackson, the former Oakland A. Jackson digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Fosse sets up down and away. Brown to Jackson. Off the Brown card, 4-9. A 4-9, and Reginald Martinez-Jackson is going to knock in a run here. It could be 2, 1 through 10. It is a 2-run homer. It is a double off the center field wall. Oh, my Lord. He hit it to the deepest part of Memorial Stadium. The crowd oohs and ahs. Jackson knocks in Bunbury. The Orioles pulled to within 1. It's now 3-1 Indians. So Jackie Brown already in trouble as the Birds haven't had their wings clipped just yet, and they're holding on to their scalps. Lee May steps into the batter's box. Jackson, a speedy runner at second. May, first baseman, good right-handed power. Brown to May with 1 out. Off the Brown card, 5-5. A 5 and a 5 is a strike 3. Excellent job of framing the pitch by Ray Fosse. That's why there was my hesitation there. But the umpire puts up the arm. Lee May not happy with that. 2 down. Jackson will be off on contact, +2, so he's 1 through 18, advancing on base hits. Kenny Singleton, switch hitting designated hitter. So Singleton awaits the Brown offering. Pitch homeward bound by Brown. 5-11. 5-11 left-handed batter. So a 5 and an 11 fly ball. Left center field on the move, making the catch. George Hendrick, the side is retired. Brown gets out of it cheap. So do the Indians. Orioles, opportunity lost, though they do score 1. They pull to within 2. After 1 inning, 4 runs have been scored. 3 by the Indians, 1 by the Orioles. We go to the top of the second, 3-1 Cleveland. Jackson just missed a 2-run homer. Fans very happy with Reginald Martinez-Jackson right now. So Palmer has to revert back to Jim Palmer. He could go point of weakness check if he gives up more runs. 3 more runs in this inning, and he hits point of weakness. So Palmer, finishing up his warm-up tosses, he will face Spikes, Kuiper, top of the order, Rick Manning. 3-1 Indians. Here's Charlie Spikes. The pitch from Palmer to Spikes. 1-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 1-3. 1-3, a single to right. Off the right-handed pitching Palmer. So Spikes is at first. Here come the Indians again. He's a D stealer. They will not hold him on. Kuiper's coming up. He's an A bunter. So they will play for the bunt because he's going to bunt. So he becomes a B bunter. The pitch from Palmer. Corner's charging. That's a 4. That's going to get the bunt down. Palmer fields it, thinks about second, then throws to first on the wheel play. So Bobby Grich steps on the bag, advancing after the good sack bunt by Dwayne Kuiper is Spikes. So that's a sack. 1-4. Corners were charging. Grich on the wheel play. Covers first. Palmer thought about going to Belanger at short, but took the sure out. 1 out. Spikes, a good base runner. At second. Not being held on, so he's a +1. And with 2 outs, it'd be a +2. Actually, I don't do that at second. What am I saying? He's just what his runner is. I only do that at first. And I only do it with 2 outs. But if he's being held on at first, he's a -1 on the base running ability. Rick Manning, 0 for 1. Has a duck out at second base and spikes. Palmer to Manning. Manning looking for a little revenge here. 1-8. 1-8 to Rick Manning. 1-8. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. They are getting to Palmer, and that's a double. Rick Manning on the 1-8. 1 or 2 would have been a homer, but it is a double over the head of the center fielder, Paul Blair. Blair chases it down after it bounces off the wall at the warning track, but standing at second with a RBI is Rick Manning. 4-0. As Spikes easily scores from second. 4-1, excuse me. Indians, so they get that run right back. 3-run lead once again. Palmer is in all kinds of trouble here. Larvell Blanks, who walked and scored, steps into the right-hander's batter's box. No official at bat for Larvell. Palmer has a sign from Duncan. The pitch to Blanks, 1-10. 1-10, fly ball to left field. Going back, reaching up just before the track is Al Bumbry. Holding at second is Manning. There are 2 outs. Designated hitter Rico Carty, he also walked and scored in the first. The pitch to Carty from Palmer. Off the Carty card, right-handed pitcher, 2-8. So you have a 2, we have an 8, and that's a single to right field. With 2 outs, you're going to send Rick Manning, as he's not being held on. He's a 1-18. The ball's hit to right field. Jackson has a -4 arm. So it's 1-14. They're waving. Manning, the throw by Jackson. Safe. The sweep tag is not in time. It is 5-1. Indians. This is a shocker. Crab cakes are going rotting here at the stadium. Rico Carty picks up a ribby. He stands at first. He's not a threat to steal. Palmer, 1 run away from hitting point of weakness in 2 innings, and George Hendrick would like to bring him there. George singled, scored, and knocked in a run. He's 1 for 1. Palmer to Hendrick. 5-1 Indians. 4-7. Off the Palmer card. 4-7. Strike 3 looking inside corner. Hendrick did not like that. He is glaring and now barking a bit at the home plate umpire. They quickly come out of the Indians' dugout to retrieve Hendrick and bring him back to the dugout. So Palmer gets his first strikeout, gives up 2 more runs. We go to the bottom of the second. Cleveland has extended their lead to 4. The Indians 5, the Orioles 1, coming up in the bottom of the second. Palmer's game day could be done quite early. What a shocker here. The Baltimore Orioles fans just can't believe it here at the Memorial Stadium. Palmer being belted around. Indians looking to get a bird pelt in their trophy case. They already have a tiger pelt as they sculpt Mark Fidrich and the Detroit Tigers in round 1. 2-1 in the best of 3. So Jackie Brown, the number 4, started. unheralded, heads back to the mound with a 5-1 lead. Brown will face Doug DeCense, Mark Belanger, Dave Duncan. If anyone gets on, Paul Blair. Brown to Doug DeCense, right-hand batting third baseman for the Orioles. 2-4. 2-4. Popped up. Look at that 2 column. Look at all the good stuff. Jackie Brown living dangerously. Doug DeCense can't take advantage of a horrible breaking pitch. He pops out to blanks at short. 1 out. Indians fans rejoice. Here's Mark Belanger, Pittsfield, Massachusetts native, all-around excellent high school athlete. Belanger had an up year batting in 1976, as I stated earlier, 270 with 40 runners knocked in. The pitch to Belanger, 4-8 to Mark Belanger. Right-handed batter, so you get a 4, you get an 8. Strike 3 looking. So maybe that's a makeup call on the George Hendricks strikeout that ended the top of the second. Belanger doesn't like that. He thought that ball was outside. 2 outs. Again, that was a 4-8. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Dave Duncan will try to get something started. A little 2-out magic. On deck, the light-hitting Paul Blair. Jackie Brown has the sign from Ray Fosse. He kicks and deals to Dave Duncan. 6-8. 6-8. Ground ball to second in Kuiper. Kuiper's a 2E12. That's an 11. We're going to the error check. And again, he's an E12, 9. I believe he'll make the play. E12, 9. Yes, he does. 6 through 11. Hard hit ground ball up the middle. Backhanded by Kuiper. He pivots, throws to Powell. 1, 2, 3. Go the Orioles. We're through 2 here at Memorial Stadium. The Cleveland Indians looking to win here and then finish them off by the mistake by the lake. Municipal Stadium. Top of 3, Cleveland 5, Baltimore Orioles 1. For Cleveland, it's going to be Bell, Fosse, Powell to face a highly ineffective Jim Palmer. So Palmer has given up 5 runs in 2 innings. If he gives up 2 runs in this inning, he hits point of weakness. He needs to put up some goose eggs. Indians looking to continue to take advantage of Jim Palmer. Earl Weaver really fuming at Palmer, calling him a piece of crap. At least that's the way I read it. This bicentennial tournament means a lot to these teams. We're playing the American League East region. All games until we get the East region winner are best 2 out of 3. For the Indians, who are up 5-1, here's Buddy Bell. Palmer's ready. The slow, deliberate windup. The pitch to Buddy Bell. 3's gone wild. So you have a 3-6. 3-6. Fly ball to right field. Going back is Reggie Jackson at the track. Makes the catch. Bell is retired. Heads back to the Indians dugout. Stage left. I don't know if it would be stage left. I'm trying to think where the dugouts were. 1 out for the catcher, Ray Fosse. So Bell's now 1 for 2 with a ribby. Fosse 1 for 1. He singled in a run. in the first inning uprising. The pitch to Fosse from Palmer. Palmer tosses up a 1-9. 1-9, hard hit ball to Belanger at short. He gobbles it up, throws a strike to May, 2 down. So Palmer, looking for a desperately needed goose egg, is 1 out away. He'll face his former teammate who helped him out with the 1-6-3 double play to get them out of that mess in the first. Boog Powell. Powell, aging. Still has a bit of pop. He awaits the offering from the left-hander's batter's box. The pitch from Palmer to Powell. Jim sends Boog 2-7. 2-7. Fly ball to center field. Going back is Blair at the track. He makes the catch here at Memorial Stadium. The side is retired. Palmer finally puts up that desperately needed goose egg. We go to the bottom of third. 5-1 Cleveland Indians. Game 1, best of 3. Round 2, American League East, 1976. So that's going to be 4th inning here. Jackie Brown, American League East region. As I complete my thought. So here's Jackie Brown. Brown gave up 1 run in the first, goose egg in the second. Brown to face Blair, Bumbry, who singled, stole second, and scored. Bobby Grich. If anyone gets on, Reginald Martinez-Jackson, he's knocked in. The only run for the Orioles. Earl Weaver cursing Palmer as he comes back to the dugout. Here's Paul Blair, the pitch from Brown to Blair. You don't want Blair to get on. He's an excellent base stealer and base runner. Blair, 5-8. 5-8. Blair! You want him to hit off the pitcher's card, that's for sure. Blair's going to get a hit. 1 through 6 is a triple. It is a single. Cutting it off in left center field is Rick Manning, and quickly throwing it in. Blair took a wide turnaround first, but back to first he goes quite wisely. So Blair's at first. He is an ace stealer. Jackie Brown sounds like a Quentin Tarantino movie, doesn't it? Because it was. Jackie Brown is a +2. You know Paul Blair is going. So he's an A. Fosse's a 0. 1 through 17. Here goes Blair. He is safe. 3. Fosse. 1 through 5. Throwing error. 8. No throwing error. So they're going to run when they get on base. So you got a stolen base there. I forgot to mark that stolen base. So Blair singles, quickly turns it into a double. He's at second. Orioles down 5-1. No outs. Al Bumbry comes to the plate. He singled, and as we stated, stole second, scored on the double by Jackson. The pitch to Al Bumbry from Jackie Brown. It's a 5-10. So you have a 5, you have a 10. Shallow fly ball to center. Racing in, making the basket catch is Rick Manning. Holding at second is the speedy Paul Blair. 1 out. Bobby Grich. Earl Weaver screaming at Grich to knock the son of a bitch out of the ballpark. The pitch to Grich from Jackie Brown. It's a 5-5. Right-handed batter, 5-5, swinging a miss. Earl Weaver has just called Bobby Grich well, you can't say that on radio and TV, but it rhymes with Grich, and it wasn't Stitch. 2 down. Paul Blair will be off on contact. He'll be a +2, 1 through 18. We don't hold on runners at second. No one holds on runners at second, no matter what anyone says. Running over there, kicking the dirt doesn't really hold the runner on. Here's Reggie Jackson. Can he help out his new ball club once again? The pitch to Reginald Martinez Jackson from Jackie Brown. 6-5. 6-5. That's going to be a fly ball deep to left, but not deep. A left-handed batter, excuse me. Let me go to left-handed batter. 6-5. Ground ball to short. Blanks is up with it. Throws to Powell. Side is retired. Jackson's now 1 for 2. 6-3. If you're scoring at home, you should. It's good for the brain. We're through 3 here in Baltimore at Memorial Stadium. 5-1 Cleveland in a shocker. Jackie Brown, all smiles coming off the mound. Finner, 27. How you doing? Hope all is well. I'm feeling better. It's good to see you too, my friend. Top of 4. Here's Jim Palmer. Nearly knocked out. They had him on the ropes. They didn't finish the job, but the Indians still lead 5-1, top of 4. For the Indians, it will be Charlie Spikes, Dwayne Kuiper, top of the order, Rick Manning. They want to continue to score runs. Earl Weaver has just went through his 3rd pack of cigarettes in the dugout, cursing as he smokes. Here's the pitch to Charlie Spikes. Spikes 1 for 1. He singled and scored. Palmer to Spikes. 2-9. Right-handed pitcher. 2-9. Swing and a miss. Palmer picks up his 2nd strikeout. Palmer with that nice, slow, smooth delivery. It's a deliberate delivery. 1 out for the number 9 batter. Kuiper had a sac bunt that allowed Manning to score on the single by Rico Carty back in the 2nd. So no official at bat for Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper left-hand batting second baseman. Palmer looks in at Duncan. Pitch homeward bound to Dwayne Kuiper. 6-10 to Kuiper. 6-10 left-handed batter. So you have a 6, you have a 10. Ground ball to third, and that's going to be a range error check. Third baseman is Doug DeSense. He's a 3 E30. So you want a high D20 roll if you're an Orioles fan. 12, I don't think that's high enough. 12, you go to the error check, and he's pretty much an error machine at third with an E30. 8, we might have made the play here. E30. On an 8. Nope, he boots that ball. So Doug DeSense not helping out the club. Kuiper reaches on the E5. DeSense just picks up the ball. It rolled to the left of him in foul territory. Probably saved a double down the line, though. That is no condolence for Earl Weaver, who's going insane in the dugout. 1 out. Kuiper at first. He's a C stealer. Stealing second on a C is 1 through 11. And they're not going to send him there. Don't run into an out for no reason. 1 out. Kuiper at first. They will hold him on because he's a C stealer. His range goes from a 4 to a 5 now. The pitch to Rick Manning, who's 1 for 2. He's doubled in a run and scored. Manning from Palmer. And since they're holding him on, he's a -1 runner, 1 through 15. 3-5 to Manning. 3-5. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball ties up Rick Manning. Snap throw to first. Getting back is Kuiper. Palmer has now struck out 2 in this inning, 3 for the game. They'll play behind Kuiper now, so Lee May's range goes back to a 4. Larvell blanks with 2 outs. 1 through 11. Palmer's a 0 hold. Duncan is a 0 throwing arm. With 2 outs, they're going to send Kuiper 1 through 11. He is safe with a 9. Kuiper steals second. He's in scoring position with 2 outs now for Larvell Blanks. Blanks, 0 for 1. He's walked and scored. Blanks awaits the Palmer offering. The pitch to Blanks. 5-2. How do you do? You have a 5. You have a 2. It's a fly ball to deep right field. Reginald Martinez-Jackson going back at the track, at the wall, makes the catch, reaching up. The side is retired. The error does not hurt, nor does the stolen base, because Kuiper did not advance from second. Another goose egg put up by Palmer, but the Orioles still trail 5-1. We head to the bottom of the 4th here at Memorial Stadium. Game 1, best of 3 Bicentennial Tournament. Twilight Zone Baseball. So after giving up 5 runs in the first 2 innings, Palmer shut out the Indians in the next 2. He needs more of that. Jackie Brown has pitched pretty well and had some favorable rolls on columns he should get annihilated on. So he's living on the edge, as they would say. Finner 27. Al, you and I both like Appa. Is Strat a good game also to have? Absolutely. Strat's a very good game. That's why I play them both. As Finner 27 says, I'm thinking of getting it for its basic game as well. Basic game is very fun. Yeah. In the basic game, Finner. So if this was the basic game, because we take a break. So if you rolled 1, 2, or 3, you would look at the column here for the batter. So again, so it's a 2. So we're not going to look at the brown card. We're playing basic. We roll. It's an 8. So a 2-8 would have been a home run for Lee May. Okay. And it's as simple as that. You have some charts. The rule book is pretty easy. And, and they have a basic. In the beginning, it starts off basic. And then you have your advanced rules and your super advanced rules. Basic is very easy. There's a couple of people in our community. Dave Gardner plays basic. I think there's some tutorials also out there for the basic game, but it's simple as that. That's pretty much it. The thing that's great about Strat, very few chart lookups. You're getting most of the results off the cards. And again, you can play it the way you want. You're not going to have outfield arms come into play at all, because it's basic. You can play just advanced, like a single, the guy advances 1 base. You can read through the basic rules. It's very fun. I don't think it's hard at all. I play basic. I haven't played in a while because I have old teams. And I used to play basic once in a while, and I still might, because there's some World Series matchups that I don't have yet with the gem sets. All right. So yeah, it's a fun game. Doug Hunt, how you doing? As Doug says hello to myself and the chat. People saying hello to Doug. All right, bottom of the 4th, 5-1 Indians. Boy, if the Indians can win with their number 4 starter and then go back to Cleveland with Eckersley on the mound, they're in good shape to get to that American League East Regional Final against the winner of the Yankees Brewers. Brewers shockingly upset the Red Sox 2-0 in the best of 3. Brown to Lee May to start off the bottom of the 4th, 5-1 Indians. 2-7. So it's going to be off the May card, right-handed pitcher, and that's 2-7. Again, he is living dangerously. Look at the 2 column, all that good stuff, but it's a 7. Swing and a miss. Lee May goes down via the K once again. 4 Ks for Jackie Brown. 1 out, switch hitting designated hitter Kenny Singleton, 0 for 1. He flew out to left. Fosse wiggles the finger. Jackie Brown, giddy, kicks and deals to Singleton. 2-9. That's a horrible column for Singleton off a right-handed pitcher. 2-9. Swing and a miss. Jackie Brown laying it down. Downtown Jackie Brown. Except he's sending the Orioles downtown to go drinking, he hopes. Looks to strike out the side against Doug DeCense. DeCense did make an error on the Kuiper hard hit ball in the top of the fourth. And boy, did he get an earful. From now, it looks like a smoked up and possibly intoxicated Earl Weaver in the dugout. Brown to DeCense. Indians looking for a 1-2-3 inning. 1-6. 1-6. DeCense hits the ball hard to short. Blanks up with it. Throws to Powell. Side is retired. 1-2-3. DeCense is 0 for 2. We go to the top of the fifth. Cleveland and Jackie Brown living the charmed life here in Baltimore, Maryland at Memorial Stadium. Indians 5, Orioles 1. Due up in the top of the fifth for the upstart Indians. Rico Carty, George Hendrick, Buddy Bell. Jackie Brown, Cheshire Cat smile, ear to ear. Jim Palmer, not so much, as he goes back on the mound, just trying to keep his team, the Orioles, in it and hope their bats come alive. In the Indians' dugout, they are playing Disco Inferno, Burn, Baby, Burn, Burn the Mother Down. I believe they're talking about the Orioles. Earl Weaver showing that he's an angry old man, screaming, "Shut that crap off." All right, so Jim Palmer to face Rico Carty. Carty 1 for 1. He singled in a run, walked and scored. Palmer's ready. That deliberate windup. The pitch to Rico Carty. 2-6 off the Carty card. 2-6. A double down the right field line. Unfreaking believable. Rico Carty, as he heads into second, singing "Burn, Baby, Burn." Disco Inferno. Incensing Earl Weaver. So Rico Carty doubles. Earl Weaver's going insane in the dugout of the Baltimore Orioles. George Hendrick steps to the plate. Carty will not be held on at second. I've already explained to you, no one is actually ever held on at second. The pitch to Palmer, from Palmer to George Hendrick. 1-6. Deep fly ball to center. Carty just standing on the bag, now goes about a quarter way down, but making the catch is Blair. Blair fires it back in. Carty goes back to second. Hendrick is now 1 for 3. 1 out. Carty at second. 5-1 Indians. They want to score every run they can. If Cleveland can get to that strong bullpen of theirs, things will look quite good. Here's Buddy Bell. Bell 1 for 2. He singled in a run in the first. The pitch to Bell from Palmer with a slow-footed Carty at second. 2-7. 2-7. Hard hit ball to short. Carty's not going anywhere. Belanger looks him back. Throws to first. 2 down. Scoring at home 6-3. 6 being the numeric position of the shortstop. 3 being the numeric position of the first baseman. 2 outs for Ray Fosse. The leadoff double might go for naught. Raymond Fosse steps to the plate. The Indians catcher is 1 for 2. He is also singled in a run. Second at bat, grounded to the very talented defensive wizard at short, Mark Belanger. Palmer looks in. Duncan sets the target. The pitch to Ray Fosse, 1-11. 1-11. Chopper to first. Charging is May. He pivots. Throws to Palmer, covering the bag, and the side is retired 1-3. The leadoff double goes for naught. Bottom of the fifth, we head to Cleveland, 5. The Baltimore Orioles coming up, 1. Earl Weaver says that's what you effing a-holes are paid for. And I do believe up here in the press booth, word has gotten to us, Weaver most likely is liquored up. Michael Canisteri says, I will never forget going to my first Red Sox game and seeing Yaz smoking a cigarette in the corner of the dugout. That's cool. That's cool. Michael Terranova, Psalm 76. Remember to check out and subscribe to both those wonderful channels. Wow, Earl drinking and smoking in the dugout. Need more of that in today's games. Absolutely. There's no more Jimmy Lelands left. Everybody's a robot. Everybody toes the company line. There's no more Billy Martins and Earl Weavers and other fun managers to watch. No, no, no. No one's creative. We must do what MLB says. And God, can Major League Baseball come up with more stupid rule changes? Here's a change. Go back to playing effing baseball. You know what? If you don't like, baseball is not a video game, and baseball is not about fantasy baseball. Okay? It's about baseball. Play baseball. I'll tell you, here's my rule change. Here's my rule change. If you don't want to go extra innings, play to a fucking tie. Seriously, I'm not joking. If you're that concerned, play to a tie. Same thing with hockey. Play to the freaking tie. Playoffs, obviously not. I can't stand freaking shootouts. The stupidest effing things. 5-minute overtime. Play your 5-minute overtime. That's still cool. Or whatever. I think overtime's 5 minutes. Non-playoffs. And then after that, it's a tie. It's a tie. I don't even watch hockey until it's the playoffs. I follow it a bit, but come on. Stop with all the stupid rules. Same thing with football. Kick off the damn ball just like you normally would. They play it that way in college. All right. Enough ranting by Al, Red Sox fan. Everyone loves when I rant. Not. Uncle Dave Gardner, how you doing? He says, heading out with friends for Chinese food. Awesome sauce. Enjoy. All right, bottom of the fifth. Cleveland. I'm telling you, if they win this game and you have Eckersley going in game 2 back in Cleveland, you might be saying bye-bye, Baltimore. All right, so Jackie Brown on the mound. Barbara says she hates the shootouts too. They're stupid because someone still gets a point. What's the point of the shootout? Oh, well, the other team gets, 2 points, and the team that loses gets 1 point? So why not just have a tie and both teams get a point? Or have your 2 toughest guys go out to center ice and fight. Do like a sumo wrestling. First guy who goes down, you don't even have to throw punches. Sumo wrestling at center ice. Whoever gets pushed out of center ice, I'm being funny and facetious. But really, stop with the stupid rules in sports. Okay? Stop. That's why I don't watch sports anymore. I watch boxing. That's what I watch. And that's, they do enough stupid stuff within the rules of boxing. Uncle Dave Gardner says, I don't watch the shootouts. So stupid. I just can't stand them, Dave. It never bothered me, a tie. A tie doesn't bother me. You know why? You had 60 minutes to try to win the game plus another 5. So 65 minutes. You didn't win. No one won. It's a tie. In baseball, if you don't want to play extra innings, and I'm being dead serious, play to a tie. Stop. And pitchers, for God's sakes, can you go 7 innings, a starting pitcher? Gee, they wonder why the bullpen's tired. Yeah, because guys go 4 innings, then they have a bullpen day. In the old days, what they used to call the bullpen day? Spot start. Your best reliever who could throw some innings got a spot start. Everything. Now, what's that? The golden bat rule? What a stupid effing rule that is if they actually implement that. Really, I won't watch baseball. I'll still pay attention to it, but that's stupid. Even if it benefited the Red Sox, it's stupid. It's not baseball. You know what baseball I like to watch? The Bananas. I forgot what the hell they're called. They're fun. It's just they go out, they have fun. See, there you can have goofy rules because it's about fun. All right. Brown will face Belanger, Duncan, and Blair. A combined 1 for 3. The pitch to Mark Belanger from Jackie Brown. A 1-5 to Mark Belanger. Righty-righty matchup. 1-5. Grounder to third. Up with it is Buddy Bell. Across the diamond to Boog Powell. Belanger's now 0 for 2. Retired 5-3. Cutter Historical. Check out and subscribe to his channel, our good friend Jeff. Also, check out and subscribe to Dave Gardner's channel and Ron Jucket's channel. Cutter Historical says, I don't think the Golden Bat rule is in effect. They only wanted to discuss it. Well, it's a stupid rule, and thank God for that. Same thing. If you 9 innings done, you don't want the tie, take your 2 toughest guys, bring them out to the mound. Who can push who off the mound wins the game. I know that sounds stupid, but that's as stupid as a ghost runner in extra innings. Ghost runners. We did that as kids when you didn't have enough players. 1 out for Dave Duncan. 0 for 1. He grounded to second. Jackie Brown kicks and deals to Dave Duncan. A 5-7 off the Brown card. Right-handed batter. 5-7. Swing and a miss at the breaking pitch in the dirt. Fosse applies the tag to complete the strikeout on the buttocks of his counterpart, Dave Duncan. Jackie Brown has now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 outs. Jackie Brown is Jackie dealing. Savannah Bananas. I love them, Michael Canistari. I love the Savannah Bananas. Love them. Love them. Well, I'm being a little facetious and silly, our good friend Jeff, Cutter Historical. But that's, again, as silly as a ghost runner, as it's stupid, as silly as even thinking about the Golden Bat rule. It's stupid. Play baseball. Play baseball. It's baseball. If you don't want to watch extra innings, shut it off or turn it on the radio. I like the pitch, the clock to get the game like that. That was a good idea. I like that. 2 outs for Paul Blair. He singled and stole second, but would go no further in the third. As he was stranded there, Brown retired the next 3 batters, Bunbury, Gritch, and Jackson. The pitch to Paul Blair with 2 outs. You want to keep Blair off the base pads. Very speedy and an excellent base stealer. 3-7 to Paul Blair. 3-7 fly ball to center field. Going back a bit is Manning. He makes the grab. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We're through 5 here, and it's been the Jackie Brown show. Top of the 6th, the Cleveland Indians 5, the Baltimore Orioles 1, and Earl Weaver is pissed, as rightfully he should be. Top of the 6th for the Indians, bottom third of their lineup, Boog Powell, Charlie Spikes, Dwayne Kuiper. To face Jim Palmer. Palmer gave up 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Since then, goose eggs 3 through 5. He must continue those goose eggs and hope that the O's bats will come alive. Earl Weaver's screaming, get Julie Andrews into this stadium to sing. Hopefully you guys get that horrible joke. Julie Andrews, what movie is she famous for? As I've been making that joke pretty much throughout this game. It's pretty much, I've said it. Here we go. Boog Powell's 0 for 2, banged into a 1-6-3 double play and flew out to center. Former teammate Paul Blair. The pitch from Palmer to Powell. 3-11. 3-11 to Boog Powell. 3-11. Powell hits the ball deep to left, going back at the track in front of the wall. Is Al Bumblebee Bunbury. He makes the catch. So Powell's hit the ball deep, but nothing to show for it. Powell's now 0 for 3. Doug Hunt got it. The Sound of Music. Cutter Historical says Mary Poppins, but also The Sound of Music. Beautiful singing voice. One out here in the top of the 6th. Charlie Spikes, the number 8 batter. 1 for 2, a single, scored a run, he struck out. The pitch to Spikes from Palmer. Palmer deals Spikes. A 5-3, what will it be? So you have a 5, you have a 3. Spikes could go yard here, 1 through 16. He sends this ball to deep center field. Racing back is Paul Blair. Spikes has normal power. As you see, he has to have normal power. It is gone! Charlie Spikes homers to center. 6-1 Indians. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Charlie Spikes touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Spikes, as he rounds third, looks directly into the flaming eyes of Earl Weaver in the opponent's dugout and tells him to go F himself. This is baseball, baby. It is now 6-1 Indians. Charlie Spikes, oh my Lord, Spikes comes out and tips his cap to the fans who are now hurling garbage at Charlie Spikes, and he doesn't care. He does the shimmy sham shuffle back into the dugout. Boy, these Indians really sticking it to the Orioles now. Could it come back and haunt them? So Charlie Spikes goes yard with 1 out, and I have the wrong. Is that the right pen? No, that's the right pen. Spikes is now 2 for 3, scoring 2 runs and knocking 1 in. 6-1 Indians. Unbelievable. Charlie Spikes comes out to take a second imaginary standing ovation, and now he's bowing to the crowd. More debris is being hurled at Charlie Spikes. Jax the dog is going nuts here at Memorial Stadium. Unbelievable. Dwayne Kuiper, we have announcement here at Memorial Stadium. Please stop hurling debris at Charlie Spikes. If you do throw something at him, throw it quite hard and accurate. And that is the public announcer stating that here at Memorial Stadium. Jax the dog is trying to get onto the field to bite Charlie Spikes. All right. Order is being restored. And young Wyatt James has declared a pizza has arrived. All right. With order restored, Charlie Spikes wanting to come out for a third ovation, being stopped now by George Hendrick and Rico Cardi, saying, come on, man, relax. Here's the pitch to Dwayne Kuiper. 1 out, bases empty. 6-1 Indians. Palmer to Kuiper. It's a 2-10 to Dwayne Kuiper. 2-10 ground ball to Mark Belanger, the only seemingly solid player on the Orioles defensively right now. Throws to first, 2 away. So Kuiper grounds out 6-3. 2 outs, top of the order, Rick Manning. Manning is 1 for 3. He's doubled in a run and scored. He's popped out and struck out. Palmer, not too eager to get back to the dugout. Earl Weaver's on the top step, waiting for Palmer, glaring at Palmer. And it looks like he has a broken beer bottle in his hand. Or is that a whiskey bottle? The pitch to Rick Manning from Jim Palmer. It's a 5-7. Left-handed batter, 5-7. Strike 3 looking. Manning doesn't like the call. He barks at the umpire. Charlie Spikes comes out, tipping his cap, but pulls Manning away. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cleveland looking to continue to tomahawk chop the Orioles. They lead 6-1. A giddy Jackie Brown back to the mound. Point of weakness check for Jackie. Cleveland does have some milling in their bullpen. Pete Stevens has joined us. He says, "Hi, Michael. I did not realize that they did that in Japan, but I was thinking along the same lines. Tie after a couple or a few extra innings." I like that, Pete. I like that. No ghost runners. You play a few extra innings. I like that. It's a tie. I like that. I can't stand ghost runners. I can't stand, oh, you can't shift because we can't hit the ball to the other side. Just hit the ball the other way if they make a mistake. I don't mind the shift rule too much, but really, it's like them whining. Oh, my guy would have hit blah, blah. Well, he didn't. All right, so bottom of the sixth, Jackie Brown on the mound. We'd like to say hello to Pete Stevens. Hope everyone's having a good time. We're just having some levity here, talking a little baseball, little opinions. Top of the order, Bumbry, Gritch, and Jackson. Brown to Bumbry, the Bumblebee. 6-5, left-handed batter, 6-5, ground ball to second. Kuiper to first. The Bumblebee is retired, 4-3. 1 out, Jackie Brown. Bobby Gritch, the number 2 batter in this Orioles lineup, 0 for 2, a flyout and strikeout. Brown in a rhythm. Gritch calls for time, trying to distract Jackie Brown, but Jackie Brown humming Disco Inferno, as again, with this delay, you can hear that song being played, blared on the boombox. A boombox, I tell you, is on the Indians' dugout bench. Earl Weaver is incensed. Now the pitch to Bobby Gritch, and we can almost hear Jackie Brown as he throws the pitch say, "Burn, baby, burn, Disco Inferno." It is a 3-6 to Bobby Gritch. Right-handed pitcher. 3-6, swing and a miss. Jackie Brown screaming, "Burn it down." Second time he has got Bobby Gritch. Jackie Brown pitching the game of his life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts. Jackie Brown looks at Earl Weaver and blows him a kiss. Weaver nearly charging out, but is tackled by, is that Terry Crowley who tackled him? I don't know. Weaver being forcibly put back in the dugout. Reggie Jackson glaring out at Jackie Brown and says, "Throw me some of that crap, Annie. I can't." Jackson used after that. Jackson is 1 for 2. He's knocked in the only run with a double back in the bottom of the first for the Orioles. 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch to an angry Reginald Martinez Jackson from Jackie Brown. It's a 1-2. How do you do? 1-2. Fly ball lifted to shallow center. Actually, it would be deep center, as that's an A, as I take my glasses off. But it doesn't matter. It's an out. Rick Manning comes in first, races back, makes the catch. Reggie Jackson, besides himself. Jackie Brown gets through his point of weakness inning quite marvelously. We go to the top of the 7th. Indians 6, the Orioles 1. Indians 6, Orioles 1. Jackie Brown. Jim Palmer, yep, he's still pitching. All right, he's given up 7 runs, or 6 runs, but he had goose eggs, so he's not at point of weakness yet. We're not taking him out. He will face Blanks, Cardi, and Hendrick. As Jim Palmer trying to complete his warm-up tosses, you can hear from the Indians dugout, the whole Indians team singing "Burn, Baby, Burn, Disco Inferno." It's unbelievable what have come over these Cleveland Indians. Here's the pitch from Palmer to Blanks. Blanks is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. It's a 111 to Larvell Blanks. So far, shooting Blanks. So a right-handed pitcher, 111. Chopper to first. May has it. Wins the foot race to the bag, 1 down. Ground out 3. Arnold Hunter, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you. He says, hi, Al. It's a good night for a chat. That's a possibility. We shall see. I don't know. I don't know my good friend Arnold. But usually when Arnold asks, Al delivers, right? That's what Al does. Al delivers. You know who's not delivering? Jim Palmer. Here's Rico Carty. Carty has walked, scored a run, singled in a run, and doubled. The pitch to Rico Carty. A 112 to Rico Carty. Line shot right at Doug DeSense, who snow cones it. Holy cow, DeSense, look what I found. 2 down. Rico Carty says, open your eyes now, Doug. 2 outs, base is empty. Cleanup hitter, the morose one, the angry one, the quiet one, not so pleasant at time, George Hendrick. Though Hendrick was even heard humming Disco Inferno by the Tramps, I do believe. Someone looked that up. Disco Inferno, sung by the Tramps. I'm pretty sure it was the Tramps. Here's the pitch from Palmer to George Hendrick. 3-10 off the Hendrick card. A 3-10. It's a hard hit ball to third. DeSense has it bounce off his chest. Throws low to first. Scooped out of the dirt by May. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cleveland might have went 1, 2, 3, but they're up 6-1. And Jackie Brown is coming back out. Jackie Brown pitching the game of his life. Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown becoming a folk hero in Cleveland, Ohio. He said we would win this game with me on the mound. Me, not being me, but Jackie Brown. Again, point of weakness check for Jackie. They'll probably go to the bullpen. If he can get through the 7th, they'll definitely go to the bullpen in the 8th, 9th. But you know what? Jackie Brown is living on the edge. We've rolled good numbers, good columns for the Orioles hitters, but not good numbers. So Jackie Brown will face May, Singleton, and Doug DeSense. Brown has struck out, is it 7 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's the pitch to the right-hand batting Lee May from Jackie Brown. It will be off the May card. Right-handed pitcher, 1-6, 1-6. Jammed it. Oh, he came in high and tight. Popped up. Waiting for it is Larvell Blanks at short. That's high up there. Larvell Blanks spins and makes the catch. And Earl Weaver just called him a mother effer. Earl Weaver comes charging out of the dugout and again is tackled by several thousand Baltimore Oriole players trying to be restrained. Boy, they're showing a lot of restraint, not booting Weaver out of this game. So May pops out to Larvell Blanks. Earl Weaver, he looks like a rabid dog. He looks like, what's that movie I'm thinking of? Old Yeller. Old Yeller. And Larvell Blanks says, someone get a gun. Here's Kenny Singleton. Order again restored. Fans throwing debris on the field. Their umpires say, play through it, play through it. The pitch to Kenny Singleton from Jackie Brown, a 110. Oh, this time Jackie Brown not going to be fortunate here. 110 is going to be at least a double. It is a double. He needed the 1 for the triple. So Jackie Brown, a bit too giddy there, got the fat part of the plate, and finally, he's hit the fat part of the plate a few times, but finally, the Orioles make him pay for it. A double for Kenny Singleton, who is now 1 for 3. 1 out, Singleton at second. Pitching coach going to the bullpen phone for the Indians. Here's Doug DeSense, who's 0 for 2. Jackie Brown, still with a Cheshire Cat smile on his face. 1 out. Singleton at second. The pitch to Dougie DeSense. 4, 6. Right-handed. Batter. 4, 6. Fly ball to center field. Going back a few steps is Rick Manning. He makes the catch, fires it back in. Singleton retreats to second. Doug DeSense is 0 for 3. Jackie Brown saying, no problem, no problem. Mark Belanger, 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded to third. Can Marky Belanger, Pittsfield, Massachusetts native, knock in a second run here for the Orioles? Jackie Brown looks in at Ray Fosse, winks his eye, nods his head. The pitch to Mark Belanger with 2 outs. So that's a +2 for Singleton. So it'll be 1 through 14. Brown deals Mark Belanger a 3-6. 3-6, and Belanger's going to knock in a run. It is a single to center, 2 stars, and that could end the game for Jackie Brown. So Mark Belanger, not really appreciating the theatrics of these Cleveland Indians, has just knocked in the second run for the Orioles with 2 outs. It's now 6-2 Indians. Belanger is an A stealer. Will they stick with Jackie Brown? Duncan's coming up. They're going to stick with Jackie Brown, but Belanger, A stealer. And I don't do the extra hold. I just go off the pitcher's hold. And Brown's a +2. And Fosse is a 0. So an A stealer, 1 through 15, 1 through 17. He is out! He is out! Unbelievable! The horrible slow delivery to the plate by Jackie Brown, who pays no attention to Mark Belanger. Fosse must have had a wind gust behind him. Throws out Belanger to end the inning, and Earl Weaver calls Mark Belanger a mother. Well, you can't say that on TV or the radio. The Orioles get 1. Belanger out stealing. We go to the top of the 8th. 1 through 17, he would have been safe. The way I play it. Cleveland, 6. Baltimore, 2. Duncan was at the plate. He'll lead off the bottom of the 8th. And that will be it for Jackie Brown. He has given you everything he could. 7 innings, 2 runs. That, folks, is what you call a quality start. Palmer will continue to pitch because I don't feel like making a pitching change for them. And he hasn't hit point of weakness yet. Almost by runs, but not yet. His point of weakness check will be the 9th. I don't know if Weaver's trying to punish Palmer by keep sending him out there. Palmer was giving up 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second, then goose eggs 3 through 6. The home run by Charlie Spikes and the theatrics of these Indians. And I think the theatrics is necessary for this Cleveland Indians team. They feed off of it. They feed off it. For God's sakes, they have those ugly red uniforms. Earl Weaver called them puke. And, oh my Lord, Earl Weaver is puking in the dugout as we speak. So Jim Palmer to face Buddy Bell, Ray Fosse, who just threw out Mark Belanger, Boog Powell, the former Oriole. Palmer to Buddy Bell. Indians up 6-2. That's a 4-run lead, folks. It is a 2-10 to Buddy Bell off the right-handed pitcher card. 2-10, single to right. Palmer not fooling anyone this game. Bell gets his second hit. He's now 2 for 4. Ray Fosse 1 for 3 steps to the plate. His one hit was a single, drove in a run in the first. Bell is a D stealer. They will not hold him on. The pitch to Ray Fosse. Palmer trying to induce the double play ball off the bat of Fosse. 1-8, 1-8, 1-8. That's a pop out to Belanger at short. Palmer came in high and tight. Fosse looks out at Palmer. Palmer just waves him to the dugout. Weaver still puking in the corner of the dugout, and there is no one near Weaver. Obviously, that I wonder if that's going to create a chain reaction vomit. Have you ever seen a chain reaction vomit, Phil? I'm pretending to have someone else in the booth. Yes, I have seen a chain reaction vomit. It was quite funny until I almost puked from the smell. So that's a pop out 6. 1 out, 1 on for Boog Powell, who is 0 for 3. The pitch to Boog Powell from Jim Palmer. Excellent double play candidate here. That's a 3-5. 3-5. And Jim Palmer might get laced here by Boog Powell. 1 through 6 is a double that would score a run. Actually, no, he'd stop at third. Either way, he's stopping. It's a double. So 3-5, right-handed pitcher, 3-5, double, 2 stars. That means Bell goes second, third stops. Powell's now 1 for 4. We might have to think about a pitching change here, but I'm not doing it yet. Weaver, as the pitching coach, coming over saying, "What do you want me to do?" Weaver still puking. Charlie Spikes homered his last at bat. He's 2 for 3. 2 runs scored in a ribby. The pitch to Spikes, first and third. They're playing for 2, 1 out. 2-8. 2-8. Ground ball to third. Ground ball B. If no runners are forced, runners hold. So it's going to be the runner at third holds. They get the force at second. First and third, 2 outs. So Spikes is out. Spikes reaches, on the fielder's choice. Oh, no, it's second and third. So that's going to be 5-3. No fielder's choice. My faux pas. Second and third, 2 outs. Number 9 batter, Dwayne Kuiper. Weaver, now wiping vomit away from his mouth, looks out towards the mound and says, "What the?" The pitch to Kuiper from Palmer. 4-5. Left-handed batter. 4-5. Popped up. Right side. The threat is snuffed out as Bobby Grich squeezes the ball into his glove. Indians strand runners on second and third. So that's a pop out 4. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Will those runs that did not score come back to haunt the Cleveland Indians? Bottom of the 8th, Cleveland 6, the Orioles 2. And I think that's going to be it for Mr. Jim Palmer. I don't know. His was not a workmanlike performance. Jackie Brown. Do we stick with Jackie Brown? Yes! He is pitching the game of his life. Short leash for Jackie. Oh, wait. 1, 2. If he gives up 2 hits or 2 walks that are not intentional, you know what? They would not stick with Jackie Brown. As much as I love you, Jackie Brown, I can't do it. There'll be a new pitcher for the Indians who are looking for the huge upset here in round 2 here in Baltimore, Maryland, Memorial Stadium. So Jackie Brown goes 7 innings, gives up 2 runs, both earned, and I like to count strikeouts. What was it, 7 or 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strikeouts. He can win it. He can't lose it. Pete Stevens says, "I must say, Al, only you could make the 1976 Indians game so entertaining. Thanks." Well, thank you for being here. It's about having fun. Some people, "Al, you're not taking the game serious." Yes, I am. I'm having fun. I love the game. I love watching people play their games on YouTube. However they like to play it. Some people play it, very, very to the, to the cuff, tight to the cuff. And that's awesome. And I enjoy it. Other people play and talk to the chat like I do, and I love that too. As long as someone's having fun, So we're going to go to the doc, Jim Kern, for the 6 out. Well, it wouldn't be a save. Just get the 6 outs. Absolutely, Michael Terranova. You got to have fun. To me, it's not about speed of the game. I could play the game faster than this, but we have people in the chat, and you're chatting amongst yourselves. That's awesome. And then I want to look and read. I'm trying to stay with the game, and sometimes I'm in a comical mood, like right now, and I'm thinking up funny stuff, making me happy. And if it's making me happy, I hope it makes you happy. And we're having fun. It's not about, some people play for speed, and that's cool too. I have a community. It's called the FOC, Friends of the Channel, Friends of the Community. I want to interact with them. World's Worst Gamer. I decided to watch your game to take my mind off constant stuff. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I hope you don't have that flu. I went from COVID to that flu, and I'm finally feeling a little better. Oh, okay, let me read this. So World's Worst Gamer says he's having some stomach problems. And then I hear you keep talking about puke, LOL. I shall stop talking about the vomit. I puked. I went to work after COVID. I felt bad. I felt my fever coming back. I get through the day. So last Monday, I come home, day before Christmas Eve, and I puked for the first time, I say, in 15, 20 years. And it was so much fun. I enjoyed it. All right, so we have Jim Kern, the doc, coming in. Kern. And he's a righty. And he can go 4 innings in relief. So in his 4th inning of relief, it's not, if they go 4 innings, something bad went wrong here for the Indians. And I'm not going to, I guess I could. No, he's a, he's an error machine. E36, his hold is a 0, and he's a 4. So he's horrible defensively. I'm just going to put a line through that. So his hold is 0. 4 E36. Okay, we're ready to go. Again, I hope you feel better, World's Worst Gamer. For the Orioles, trailing 6-2, that's down 4, bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Duncan, Blair, top of the order, Bunbury. Kern to Dave Duncan. 5-7 to Dave Duncan. Righty-righty matchup off the Kern card. 5-7. Strike 3 blows a fastball by him. 1 out. Second time Duncan's gone down via the K. 8 strikeouts now for Indians pitching. Paul Blair, 1 for 2. He singled, stolen second, but would go no further. Flown out to center. Kern deals to Blair. A 1-6. 1-6. Right-handed pitcher, ground ball to third. Buddy Bell gobbles it up like a kid with candy. Throws the ball to Powell. 2 down. 5-3 if you're scoring at home. Earl Weaver, a barf-filled face, just looking at his lap, just looking down at his lap, and you can see vomit on his Orioles jersey. It's not a pleasant sight. Bunbury is probably very happy to get out of that smelly dugout and to the left-hander's batter's box. So Bunbury's 1 for 3. He scored a run on the Reginald Martinez-Jackson double in the first. Kern looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Kern to the bumblebee, Al Bunbury. 5-6. 5-6. Oh, it's going to be a hit. 1-2. It's a double. It is a single to center. So no 1-2-3 inning for Kern, the Indians. That will bring up Bobby Grich. If Grich can get on, Reggie Jackson. Bobby Grich is happy to see Jackie Brown go 0 for 3, striking out twice and flying to center. Kern Rubs up the baseball back up on the mound. The pitch to Bobby Grich with Bunbury at first. He is a double-A stealer. Hold 0, throwing arm 0, 1 through 17. Oh, he's going. He just makes it. Holy cow. The 20-sided dice coming back to it. What it should be when I roll for steals, but he steals second. Because I don't do the extra hold thing. I just go off the pitcher and the catcher. That's the way I play it. It's not the exact rules, but it's the way I like it. Stolen base, second stolen base for Bunbury's in scoring position. Now the pitch to Bobby Grich. Take care, Michael Terranova. 2-5. 2-5 to Bobby Grich. 2-5. 1 through 9 is a single. It's not. It's a line shot. Buddy Bell makes a leaping, lunging, diving catch. That ball was headed down the left field line. The side is retired. Buddy Bell robs Bobby Grich, who he's incensed. What a play by Buddy Bell. We go to the top of the ninth. Kern high fives Buddy Bell, and then they do the butt bump. There's the boombox blaring, burn, baby, burn, disco inferno. Earl Weaver beside himself, but just now shaking his head, and it looks like he has been restrained with a straitjacket on the dugout. And his ankle, it looks like his ankle, it's an ankle, what is that? It's a chain, and he is chained to the dugouts only to move to the top step. Unbelievable. Top of 9. Indians 6. Orioles 2. Upset in a making. It is a brewing. Kern will stay in, obviously, to get the final 3 outs. Indians fans hoping, wishing to get back to the mistake by the lake for that 2-game sweep and head on to the East Regional Championship, either against the Yankees or the Brewers. So Palmer will go 9. Point of weakness check now for Palmer. Palmer gave up 3 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, and a single run in the 6th. 6-2 Indians. I don't feel like making a pitching change. Palmer to Rick Manning, then Blanks and Carty. The pitch to Manning, left-handed batter. Manning is 1 for 4. He has struck out his last 2 times against Palmer. He's also doubled in a run and scored. 6-10, left-handed batter. 6-10, ground ball to Doug DeSense. He could be an adventure at 30s, a 3E30. That's a 6. We go to the E30. He's going to boot his second ball. That's a 6, and that's an error. I'm almost positive that's an error. It is. So Doug DeSense commits his second error at the hot corner. Earl Weaver, I don't know if those restraints are going to hold him. You can see the veins in Earl Weaver's neck, and now he's tugging on that chain. Weaver wants to commit much mayhem. The Oriole players are staying far away from a barf-filled, barf-smelling Earl Weaver, an angry Earl Weaver, screaming, "Give me some more cigarettes." God, that's got to be a pleasant smell. Barf and cigarettes. The pitch to Larvell Blanks. Manning at first. We should have had him steal, but I didn't. 1-7 to Larvell Blanks. 1-7. There's the double play ball. Belanger, Grich to May. 6-4-3. 2 outs. Base is empty. Top of the 9th. Indians still lead 6-2. Rico Carty has walked and scored a run, singled in a run and doubled. Last at bat, lined a snow cone to DeSense at third. Palmer to Carty. 6-9 to Rico Carty. Right-handed batter. So you have a 6, you have a 9. Strike 3 looking. Palmer gets through his point of weakness. Again, he didn't give up the necessary runs to hit point of weakness. They probably would have took him out around the 7th, but I'm playing the game. He stays in. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Palmer does go 9. The one thing you say is he saved the bullpen for game 2. So Palmer goes 9. If somehow they tied, he's not coming out for the 10th. Jim Kern needs to get 3 outs before the Orioles can tie or win this game. World's Worst Gamer says, I was just able to imagine and almost taste the barf in cigarettes. Thanks, Al. LOL. That's like a disgusting thing, right? Ugh. Yuck. That reminded me, like they have those jelly beans that taste horrible. And you're like, you spin the spinner and you're like, oh, dirt. You're lucky if you get dirt. I got puke one time. Ugh. I thought I was going to puke. I think I spit that thing out of my mouth after 2 chews. Why would you make jelly beans like that? It's gross. All right, here we go. Kern to face Reggie Jackson. Orioles down 4. The pitch to Reggie Jackson, former Oakland A, says, I love it here in Baltimore. 2-5 to Reggie Jackson. 2-5. That could be gone. 1 through 13. It's gone! Reggie Jackson this time clears the center field fence. And it's now 6-3. Reggie Jackson just missed a homer in the first. Doesn't miss it there, so now he's doubled and homered. 2 ribbies, 6-3. Maybe these Indians are a little too giddy. That brings up another power hitter, Lee May. Kern to May. 5-10. 5-10. Shallow fly ball. May missed it. Left field coming in. The morose one, making the catch, George Hendrick. Lee May 0 for 4. Reggie Jackson telling reporters who have now gotten into the dugout, Reggie Jackson telling reporters they're a bunch of jive turkeys here on this team. Kenny Singleton's up next, switch hitter batting lefty against the right-handed hurling Kern. That is a 1-8. 1-8 is a walk. Oops, I'm using the wrong color. A 1-out walk. Doug DeCense, who's been horrific. As Michael Canisteri says, also skunk-flavored. Yuck. Doug Hunt laughs at that. Yes, skunk-flavored bad. Doug DeCense, Kern's laboring here. Orioles looking for an epic biblical comeback. That's a 5-7. 5-7. Swing and a miss. Doug DeCense's day at the plate in the field continue to be, let's stick with the top. Let's stick with the category of putrid. That's been the thing of the day. Orioles down to their final out. Singleton at first will be off on contact. They are not holding him on. It is 6-3 Indians. Mark Belanger singled his last time up, and 1 through 17 or 18 would have been safe, and I rolled a 19. He was thrown out to end the inning. The pitch to Mark Belanger, 1-7, fly ball. To left field, and that's going to end the game as Hendrick makes the catch. I thought about pinch hitting for Belanger, but why? I mean, he hit 270, and he singled in a run his last time up. Hendrick makes the catch, as I state. This ball game's over. The Orioles do get one on the solo homer with 1 out. Actually, to lead off the inning, by Reggie Jackson. Jackson knocked in 2 with a double and a homer. He was 2 for 4. Probably the only bright note on this Orioles team. And the outstanding defensive play of Belanger at short. So the Orioles go down at home to the upstart Cleveland Indians, looking to add another pelt and scalp to their trophy case in their wigwam teepee thingy. Indians 6, the Orioles 3. Earl Weaver has just been tranquilized with a dart gun, and it took 7 darts to bring him down. We will go on to Cleveland. It's going to be Eckersley against who's against who's their number 2 starter, Baltimore. He's a good starter, but so was Palmer. And we'll give you the player of the game. I'm going with Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown, 7 quality innings, 2 runs. Jackie Brown, player of the game. Losing pitcher, Palmer. Winning pitcher, Brown. I don't go nuts with stats. Kern gets the 6 outs, no save situation when he came in. Who's their number 2? Did I put the pitchers at the back? Yes, I did. Wayne Garland, 20-7. So it's going to be Eckersley, Garland in Cleveland. Garland's got to win to bring it back to Memorial Stadium. So that is it. A fun Saturday baseball with some jocularity and some really fun chat. I like to say, I forgot to do this last game. Thank you to everyone. So your winning pitcher is Brown. Your losing pitcher is Palmer. He went 9 innings. 6 runs. I believe they were all earned. And he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the extent I like to do that. So the Indians take a 1-0 lead. Indians take a 1-0 lead. And this was game 1, best of 3. Indians can close it out. Back at the mistake, by the lake, Municipal Stadium. Eckersley, Garland. I like to say thank you to Doug Hunt, Michael Conasteri. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Another replay guy, hooray. World's Worst Gamer, thank you, and I hope you feel better very soon. Mike Terranova was here, SOM76. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Pete Stevens, thank you. Arnold Hunter, thank you. He's looking for a chat with Al tonight. Maybe we'll try if we can. Continue to scroll up. Barber was here, thank you. Dave Gardner was here, thank you, and subscribe to his channel. Finner27 looking to get Stratomatic baseball to play the basics. Very fun game, Finner. You won't go wrong with it. Also plays Appa. We still have next coming up on the channel will be game 2 of the What If 1981 strike season if they didn't have the split season. Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. If you haven't seen game 1, it was phenomenal. As I hit the camera. That's between the Brewers and the A's. Billy Ball. Scroll up. Continue to scroll up. Philip Reynolds, thank you. He was first to the ballpark. Always appreciate seeing Philip. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Come back where everybody knows your name. Yes, I ripped off Cheers, but Cheers isn't on the air anymore. The FOC is Friends of the Channel, Friends of the Community. Sub, like, share them as well as me. Grow the community, grow the fun, grow the joy and jocularity. Where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy what you celebrate. Happy New Year coming up and beyond. I greatly appreciate your time. God bless. I love you all. And you know what's coming, folks. Peace.